It was just not too long ago, probably maybe within the last year. But that culture, I think about it, that Monday through Friday being in office 10, 12 hours a day and still managing and accomplishing the things that not only for work, but then for my personal life, it's still hard to believe that that was who I was and who what the culture was for a long period of time. And some blessings what that took place with COVID, and that has led to where we're at right now. I think what we realized is that flexibility, people really investing into themselves was really important. We went to a fully remote phase for quite a bit, but what's always been our foundation, and it's not just with our organization, but I think us as people, that connection, the really physically seeing somebody, getting that energy, the vibration that you have with a high performing team, or when things fall apart, what that mood feels like. There's a lot to be said when you're sharing that physically with one another. One of my favorite questions to ask my candidates is, what was your biggest failure? Because I love to hear what exactly, when they're honest about what that failure was, and what did they learn from it? I tend to find that the people that I'm sitting across with that has that question to ask that I haven't heard in a while or at all tends to be a very high performing individual when they come on board, just because they're just so curious. They want to know more. Curiosity is a big one. And when it comes to relationships, new and even existing, there's a lot of questions that are going to be asked. So adaptability, curiosity, and influence, I think are the three things that stick out to me when somebody's coming on board. I like to see that excitement, that energy. And I guess I'm old school, those handwritten notes at the end after an interview is completed, thanking for the time, and then maybe commenting on that one thing that stuck out to them. That goes a long way.
For the future, do you see people, if you had to guess, completely remote, or do you think it's going to be more back in the office? Maybe people are going to miss that social connection, if you had to guess, based on, you being in the staffing industry and talking to people all the time.
I love the hybrid piece. I'm just a people person. I've led many, many teams in my past, and that connection, that physical presence within the team really has been very impactful for not only myself, but I've seen it all across the industry. I would like to just continue. My personal belief is to have that physical connection still. But it works the other way too. And I've led consultants that way, and they will be honest, they miss out too on those pieces when the energy is thriving, and it's that little bit of that motivation you need.